Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode, an installment of the Journeyman Career Mode, this time with Club Brugge. It should be a good one. Yeah, this is the team we decided to go to over in Belgium after previously being with Sporting. Just got a couple of things to sort out here with recalling our homegrown talent from his loan, make sure we bring players from club to club. But how are you guys doing? Odysseus asking, who do I think is going to win, Atletico or Chelsea? That's a good question. Chelsea's in pretty good form lately ever since Tuchel took over, right? So I'd probably say them. Rick, what's going on? Clouts. Connor, are there any Manchester City fans? That's a possibility because we did a Manchester City Journeyman. Let's go ahead and sort out these homegrown talents really quick, and then we can check out the Club Brugge squad. I thought I did this at the end of the previous stream, but I guess I didn't save things over. Not the worst thing, though. So yeah, we'll just get into contract talks really quick for our homegrown talent. Make sure we bring at least one of these players over to Club Brugge. What's going on, Anonymous? Jamesy Boy, Big Man, Aston? Interesting career mode. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one with Club Brugge. I think we're in Champions League, so it's the step up for us from Europa League last season, which we didn't actually manage to win. So yeah, just quickly sorting out these this pre-contract stuff. Appreciate you guys tuning into the stream today. Always exciting with the new career mode team. Beat, what's going on? Alvaro, Kieran. Do we submit our squads for the Werder Bremen career mode? I'm not sure exactly what time by Wednesday, but I think if I had to guess, I would say right around this time tomorrow. I'll talk to career mode stars about it, maybe post in the Discord later what the deadline is to submit your Werder Bremen teams. Thomas, what's going on? John? Yeah, just answered that question. So yeah, I'll get in talks with him and then figure things out. Yes, you could say Club Brugge or Brugge. I think Brugge is the way they pronounce it locally. Yeah. I think I'll probably stick to Club Brugge though for the English pronunciation. At least that's what I've heard. All right, so that should be our two homegrown talents sorted out with a 1 million release clause, and we can advance over to next season and begin things here with Club Brugge. Is it okay if I submit the teams over on YouTube? It's actually over on Twitter. That's how we're going to be reviewing squads. So yeah, just reply to the Twitter post that I've linked in either the community tab or the description of yesterday's Valencia video. Gonna do more with the Career Mode Stars collab in the future, like every 2 weeks or once a month. Yeah, I'd like to do more collaborations, honestly, as we get to, I guess, the later stages of FIFA. What are we, about 4 or 5 months in? So yeah, it'll be good. DDK, this is the start of the second season, our third team. So we did half a season with Tigres, half a season with Sporting, and now we're gonna do season 2 for the third team with Club Brugge. The best club in the world. It's an interesting choice for sure. Some people are saying it's a step down from Sporting, but we're actually getting a step up in terms of participating in Champions League. So this is going to be our first look at the squad, actually, and I'm excited to do the Pro League because I've never done a career mode here before. They're rocking the 4-3-3. They have a couple of former players from Sporting, like Bastos. Dennis is back from his loan while he was out in the Bundesliga. And then we're going to get some improvements, like, for example, our homegrown talent is a left winger. Is the music sounding okay, guys? I'm also using a different playlist. Stream Beats came out with a rock playlist, so I thought we'd switch things up for today's stream. Need to increase or decrease the volume, just let me know. There are many talents at Brugge. Yeah, I think De Ketelaere has actually left the club, so if you guys can maybe put in the chat any like high potential players they had to begin with, we can kind of see where they're at in their career. But let's start by signing up these players from Sporting. I think the general consensus was that we'd be taking both of the high potential ones that we found so far. Starting with Ramiro Diaz, we'll shortlist him, and then in the midfield we also have Julio Mancia. So 2 promising players from Mexico. That we can add to the team. 75 overall, 74 overall. I should fit right in. Promise from Ajax? I'll have to check to see if he's in the latest squad file. What would I like to see in FIFA 22 career mode? That's a good question. What do you guys think is a good step up in terms of features? Obviously, like online career mode's going to be the one that most people ask for. But it'll depend. I think just like a couple of fine-tuning improvements to like development plans would be nice. Maybe adding some different things you could improve. What would be good for like development plan changes? I think fine-tuning like how long it takes to improve skill move, weak foot, all that sort of stuff. And we'll set a new buyback clause later on in the season. Stadium upgrades would be nice too. For sure, for sure. Yeah, honestly, just bring back some former features. Would be good. Would be a good start. Fernandez from Lisbon. Maybe bring back some former players from Liga NOS, but I think this is a good start for sure. I'm excited to try out Mancia in game because we haven't actually had a chance yet, so this will be good. What positions are we looking for? We'll take a look at the squad here as soon as I make this signing. We'll put him on 10K a week as well. That should complete things. Yeah, stadium upgrades might be a licensing issue. I can see that. So, the 4-3-3 formation with a center defensive mid. I don't mind that. I think we can take out this left winger right away and bring in Diaz. Now, where's Mancia going to play a role? Because he's a lower overall than both Balanta, who's also a center defensive mid, and Vanaken, who's a center mid and center attack mid. 4-star skill move, 5-star weak foot on this guy. 28 years old, 6'5". Never heard of him before. It looks quite good. I mean, honestly, as a cam, he would be amazing. I think we'd probably do that. Play him on the left. And likely that'll be the team. Now, the question is, do we want to make any changes? Is Dennis going to be best served as a right winger, or is he going to? Are we going to use like a 4-4-2? I do like Dennis in game. He's got the 4-star skill moves. Wouldn't be bad out wide either. Noah Long, bring him back from Ajax because he was there on loan for a while. De Keller, I'm guessing he's moved clubs actually. We'll take a look at things. Yeah, if you guys can leave some high potential players in the chat, that'd be appreciated. Like high potential Club Brugge players, that should specify. Like Charles de Kettler, striker. He's moved over to Mönchengladbach, so he's probably their most promising talent. We'll scout him out so we can keep an eye on him for the rest of his career. Anyone else that we should look up? Noah Long, I know, was there on loan, so maybe we sign him back. How am I doing this wrong? Maybe it's this? Yeah, there you go. Noah Long, 22 years old. Yeah, over at Ajax. Diatta as well. Was he actually at Club Brugge? Or did he already transfer to Monaco? Because I do remember him. I considered signing for a couple of my career modes, including like Southampton. He might have been like the first signing we made, but yeah, it's a tough call. Get Wesley, he used to play for Club Brugge. Yeah, he's over at what, Aston Villa now? Striker, right? He's over at Aston Villa. Doku, didn't he play for Anderlecht? Did Geertruida play for Club Brugge as well? I know he's over at he's at Feyenoord, right? But yeah, again, we can take a look at this team. I'd actually like to use Bastos in game, whether we need to change formations. I think this could work out. Like, this starting 11 already is quite good. Maybe just an improvement at center back, I would say. This guy's 20 years old, so he's got some potential ahead. But, you know, realistically, we signed a center back in the mid-70s. mid to upper 70s, and I think we're pretty much set. That's really the only weak point in this team. Maybe some squad depth stuff as well. I'm just seeing if there's any players that we need to include in our starting 11, like Balanta, and could probably make his way to the reserves, the substitutes. This guy is going to be a good impact sub. Per Shores 100%, Sander Berge. How's Sander Berge doing these days? Probably want to switch this guy out for someone else. Ideally a winger. I feel like this dude's going to have a lot of potential. I don't know, sometimes you can just look at the player face. And I bet, if I had to guess, Vanden Kibus, which is a great name, by the way, I bet he has at least 80 potential. Can anyone confirm in the chat? Can anyone confirm his potential? I don't know. Sometimes you can just tell. But yeah, how's everyone doing on Tuesday today? Hope you all enjoyed the latest Valencia episode that went out yesterday, and already started recording for the next one. I've got to say, I appreciate all the comments because I kind of had a hard time with that recording, just the way things were going in form, but I don't know, we managed to turn things around a bit. Those Dutch names are killing us. Yeah, I mean, we got to get used to to all the languages they speak in Belgium. What is it? They speak, I know they speak French, I think English, maybe Dutch as well. Mesut Ozil as a transfer. I kind of want to keep him at Fenerbahce just in case they come in with a transfer offer or a club offer. Because if we can get there within the next season, I think it's not going to be too late. He'll be 33 years old by that time. And an 80 overall, we'll still probably get some of the best of Ozil. You know, he's not going to be very pacey, but technically on the ball, he'll be pretty good. Dutch and French, okay. Dutch, French, and German. Yeah, funny story. I was actually in Bruges a couple of summers ago. I mentioned this in stream before, but yeah, definitely I would say definitely my favorite city in Belgium. One of my favorite cities in all of Europe. Chocolate there's really good. Yeah, I could like name off some restaurants as well. It was pretty fun there. Definitely one of the more historic cities in Europe and one of the most well-kept ones. How do you get an easy manager role? I mean, you just play through your career. Go from club to club and you'll get some job offers here. Sign some failed wonder kids. Also, what do we got going on here? We got FC Milan with the €1 super chat. Appreciate that. Can I speak Flemish? No, I can't. Yeah, I know that was one of the other languages that they speak there. One of my YouTube buddies, Tim, is actually from Bruges. So, did I go to the river? Of course. Yeah, the hostel I stayed at was probably only like a 5 to 10 minute walk away from the river. What are you guys saying? I think it's going to be a center back signing. So, ideally, someone that's left-footed maybe, so we can play Meshela on the right. Then we can have a left-footed center back. But otherwise, this team's looking pretty good. I just want to make sure we have squad depth in every position. Then we need to figure out what's going on with Bas Dost and Dennis. I think Dost might decline in his rating this season, so maybe he'll transition to more of a squad rotational role once his rating starts going down. And then Dennis can go back to striker. Shores is great for a career mode. Of course he is. Signing Racic. Nathan Aka might be a shout. Haven't signed him in a career mode in a minute. Probably since like... I'd say probably since like... maybe FIFA 14, FIFA 15 when he was still at Chelsea, I believe. What's going on, João Victor from Brazil? And yeah, the day's going good, Faison. I recorded a bit for the next Valencia episode, got a workout in, had some breakfast, and here we are streaming. Having a good time. This release clause isn't bad. 27.2 mil. I got to see how much we actually have in our transfer budget. Not that much less. I mean, maybe if we messed around with wages and let a player go, we could bring in Per Schwarz for his release clause. Alex, I've got a Twitch account, but I haven't streamed on there in a bit. Lately, I've been doing the YouTube streaming stuff. But yeah, I mean, if you just look up Flickiify on Twitch, same spelling as my YouTube name, I've got an account. Put Mati right back at center back and then sign a new right back instead. Let's see if he has any secondary positions. He can indeed play center back. I mean, looking at these stats, I've got a feeling he's going to get a boost to his rating. Because, I mean, he's got 76 defending already. Good physical. He's not too short for a center back, in my opinion. 5'11" is not, like, great, but as long as he's got a 6'3" center back alongside, I think that could be just fine. That wouldn't resolve the whole having, like, a left-footed center back issue, but, I mean, that's kind of a secondary thing. He's going to get 80, 81. We can actually take a look at this over on FIFA. Let me pull up a tab. I want to say we started the squad file maybe using the February 5th one. So let's take a look at Mata. I bet Juan Mata. Yep, Juan Mata is going to be the first player that comes up. But Clinton Mata from Club Brugge. Yeah, surprisingly, he doesn't get an improvement with his base stats. So if you take a look at it, like, this is his default position, 76. With a +2, and then it's pretty much the same for anywhere in the defense. So, I mean, we are season end, so his stats might have changed a bit. That's the one thing I'll say. I mean, if we take a look at some of his defensive stats right here, 76, 77, 76. Yeah, it's going to be roughly the same. So maybe we stick a dev plan on him, and that'll help with things, but that is still a little bit low for the rating. Yeah, he's going to stay the same there, even if we change him. You're also at Club Brugge in your Journeyman Career Mode. Nice. Yeah, what do you guys think? I honestly feel like he could be a pretty OP center back in game. Like, even if he is 78 rated, just those stats alone would be pretty nice. And I feel like there's more high potential right backs that we could sign than center backs. What do you guys think? We'll also need to see how long this this change would take for a dev plan. Hopefully it's not one of those that, for whatever reason, takes a long time. Yeah, only 2 weeks. I remember that specifically for Romeu, because he's a CDM/center mid, but it takes him, like, I think 400 weeks or something to become a center mid, which is kind of ridiculous. I might try this out. Yeah, you could probably play him at CDM as well. He's a little bit low for the passing stats, but as a ball-winning CDM, even with high work rates, that could be good. And the nice thing about him is that he has high work rates, so he's going to be eligible for a lot of these different dev plans. Like, even if we put just the defensive wide back, it boosts up his acceleration and pretty much all his defensive stats. So maybe we do that, guys. That could be a move, and then eventually dev plan him over to center back, maybe in January. Couple options. I think that's what I want to do for now, though. Charles de Kettler is over at Borussia Mönchengladbach. He actually transferred away before we joined. With that said, have they made any transfers outside of Diaz and Mancia, who we brought over? Have they added any players? Like, this looks like the picture was taken with the Club Brugge kit. Same thing for Ritz. Pretty much everyone in the starting 11. Maybe just Rika. I'll have to double check on him. Maybe they signed him. I'm guessing it's Federico Rica. No, he plays for Club Brugge as well. So They haven't made any signings to their starting 11, which is kind of disappointing. That's kind of the fun thing about a journeyman. Selling the goalkeeper. I can't sell Simon Mignolet. He's a legend. One of the best keepers in FIFA 21. We've actually got some alright players in our youth academy as well. Striker center forward from Brazil. Decent pace on him. Just needs work on his finishing, honestly. So we'll probably do that dev plan. And see how he gets on. Maybe someone that will promote and loan glitch later. Speaking of which, we do have a 4-star, 5-star scout available from the... Well, not the Belgium. Just Belgium. Probably set up a scouting network there for a couple of months, and then we can sign up some more youth scouts if we still have anything left in the transfer budget. Santos dude is not a striker, he's a center attacking mid. Honestly, didn't even look at that. Yeah, we could dev plan change his position. We've got a 5-star, 5-star scout, guys. I almost feel like we have to take it. It's a rarity to find them. I feel like one pops up every month or so. Fire FIFA, it's... When I say loan glitch, I mean, if you send any youth academy player out on loan, they just boost up in their overall. That's what I mean by loan glitching. It's just a really effective way to develop players this year. The rock music, turn it off. Why should we turn it off? I mean, we could do a different playlist. This one's almost over. I don't know. I think it's going to be one that features in the career mode episode soon enough. This is a little bit more chill. I feel like that's part of the reason people tune into the streams, you know? You got the chill music vibes. I'm pretty chill when I play FIFA, so... Honestly, Gregory, it kind of varies when I go live. It's usually not too much later than this time. Let's go ahead and sign the scout from Belgium. Where do you guys want to see for another scouting report? We'll set up 2 out of the 3 for now, and if we still have funds left over. Anonymous, for the Werder Bremen career mode, you need to, well, at least send over the squad that you've developed at the end of season 1. So just take a screenshot of like your team selection on June 29th, which is the last day of season 1. And then you can send over any additional information as well, like maybe the league table would be good to see if you have like a top score in the Bundesliga. That'd be good if you won the cup. Those are all things you might want to improve or include. Should we go Belgium and the Netherlands? I mean, it would make sense. Be pretty realistic. There was also a Latvian scout. That's also a pretty rare sight to see. I always do like seeing the more random countries for youth academy scouting. All right, we'll go Netherlands as well. Maybe looking for a technically gifted player because that'll give us the best valuation. And yeah, we can either scout or sign the scout from Latvia, who is 1-star, 1-star. Gabriel Vitals. Probably wouldn't bring back the best players, but I mean, he's from Latvia. It's kind of cool. But anyways, let's add some both center backs and right backs to the team. And then we can figure out what we want to do with our current right back, Clinton Matza. I think if we let him have that defensive training, man, he's going to be really good. If we just get his defending up a bit, he's going to easily be like an 80 overall center back. And the nice thing is he can use either the stopper or the sweeper dev plan. So that'll work out pretty well. So yeah, maybe if you have any like high potential right backs that you think we should sign, leave that in the chat. We've got about 15 to 20 mil to work with. Jamie, I'm going to try to get around to it one of these days. It's I am trying to figure out like what other content I want to upload outside the Valencia stuff. So I do plan on making some more tutorials over the next few weeks. A lot of shouts for Max Aarons. Now, do you think that would be a realistic transfer? What are you guys saying? I know he's a high potential right back from Norwich, right? I guess it wouldn't be the most unrealistic thing, an English player moving to the Pro League. I feel like that would be more of a loan to buy move. But if he's featuring enough for Norwich, then maybe we'd pass on that. Definitely adding any Belgian players would be good. I mean, if we look through this starting 11, I'm sure about half of it will consist of Belgian players. So we have 2 so far with Mechelen and Mignolet. Ritz is Belgian. We have 2 Mexican players here with Diaz and Mancia. So what? 1, 2. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 out of our 11 players in the starting 11 are Belgian. I think bringing that up to 5 could be nice. Victor Nelson, big fan of him. Who can tell me what career mode we signed Victor Nelson in, the center back? Here he is from Copenhagen. That's right, Finn. We did sign him for the Ajax save. That was a clutch one. Yeah, I remember him being a pretty solid center back. I mean, 6'1", he does have like the leadership trait and a solid player, so I mean, I'm not sure what our current captaincy situation's like, whether he has any traits, but I feel like that does help out for the simulations here and there. See, Mechelen only has team player. That would definitely sort out the right center back situation. I kind of like that signing. And then maybe if we have any extra funds left over, we can either sign up another youth scout or bring in an impact sub. Sign a Belgian veteran, like who? I mean, De Bruyne is still a little bit too young to sign. I mean, he's kind of still in his prime at Manchester City. But I wouldn't mind looking up players that are like 32 or older. Dries Mertens does come to mind. I mean, how old is he? 34? So he's going to start declining in his stats. Contract expiring in 12 months. Man, that would be kind of interesting. Low key. The sprint speed at 73, it's really not Mertens without the sprint speed, is it? He's still got the agility, balance, and acceleration. So I think he could still be a good cam, but as a striker, I don't know. That's a tough call. We've got a lot of good strikers in the team already. Jan Vertonghen could be a shout, yeah. I don't think did he ever play in the Pro League before? He's over at Benfica. Left-footed as well. That could be good. Nuno Tavares, you know, from Portugal. It would be nice to have like that link to Portugal for sure. But I think the fact that we brought over a couple of Youth Academy players already probably fits the bill. Romelu Lukaku's kind of in his prime right now at Inter Milan, so he'll probably stay. Eriksen could be a shout though. How much is he featuring for Inter these days? Only 29 years old as well. Would use a lot of our transfer budget though. I think Vertonghen could genuinely be a signing. Left-footed, fits the center back role. And there's something about center backs, they don't decline their stats quite as quickly. Like I'm sure Vertonghen, because he is 34 years old, he might go down a rating or two, but that's not going to be the worst thing because most of our team's in the 70s. Yo, Raja 9 Golan. Always a good midfield option. So that's two kind of veteran Belgian players. Any other veterans that we should add to the transfer shortlist? And then maybe we sign like an impact sub that has a good amount of potential. I think that would be a shout. Thomas Vermaelen, where is he playing at these days? Dude, he's over in... Wow, okay. Yeah, I didn't realize he was over in Japan. Guess I haven't really followed his career since he left Arsenal. It's a bit low for the rating, though. Yeah, I agree. If we're going to add Vertonghen, we probably want to add Alderweireld, but he has transferred to Bayern, so... I don't think they would let him go. If he was still at Spurs, he could be a shout. Munir could genuinely be a signing. I know there's been a bit of speculation about him at Dortmund. Marwan Fellaini. Imagine the scenes. I mean, for 4 mil, that's, well, more like 5 mil. That's kind of a bargain. He's got the afro, which is absolutely fantastic. I feel like early on this FIFA, he didn't have the afro, and it was just like it was so disappointing to see, but here he is. I mean, we would definitely not want to use him as a pacey option, but everything else about him, like if he was quicker, dude, he would be a ridiculous signing in career mode. Because he's like all green on the physical, mental stuff. Just the acceleration, sprint speed, agility. Clearly a box-to-box CM. I kind of want to make this signing, guys. That's an impact sub if I've ever seen one. Stick him on in set pieces for the corner kicks. Absolutely. Okay, Witzel's actually gone over to Villarreal in this save. That's what I'm talking about for the Journeyman. It's always cool to see like what sort of transfers go down. I think we make the move on Fellaini. Like, we have the funds to bring in Vertonghen for like 10 mil. So let's say 10 mil there. It's going to be 15 mil after we bring in Fellaini. That leaves with another 5 mil without selling any players. So if we let another player go, let's say we have 10 mil to work with, we should be able to sign like at least one high potential player, either in the summer or January. Let's do it. I'm down. We'll begin with Vertonghen. How much are we going to have to pay here? Current valuation at 9 mil. We'll start with that. And they say 12, so I think we can pick them up for 10. Usually you're able to meet somewhere in the middle with the AI manager. And there you go, 10 mil for Vertonghen, not bad. If we're looking at his market value. Market value right around 9 to 10, so I don't think we're overpaying, and for the impact he's going to make in this team, it's going to be worth it. Let's quickly take a look and see what we'll have to pay for the contract, because this is always like kind of scary. For wages, most of our players are on between 20 and 30k a week, so I think Vertonghen's probably going to be between 30 and 40. And quickly make a save file for our Journeyman Career Mode, just in case things go sour between us and Vertonghen. But I'm sure we can get this deal done. Of course, he's going to be a crucial player. We'll get him on a 2-year deal. Hopefully he'll be fine with that. Yeah, there you go. No release clause added, and hopefully he comes in with an offer for the wages. No, we have to do it. He's on 17 right now. You guys think 20 would be fair? I mean, it's a pay bump from what he is on currently at Benfica. I think it's in line with the rest of our players in the starting 11. And yeah, I think the combination of Vertonghen maybe taking a couple of free kicks. Could he be the player that gives us our first free kick goal in FIFA 21? I don't know. And then I think on set pieces, if we decide to bring in Fellaini, we're going to score some goals. Excuse me? Dude, how is that an insult? Did I put it on like the wrong wage or something? No. I offered 20k. How is that a thing? He's on like, what was it, 15k to begin with? At Benfica? Dude, at least like at the very worst, come in with a counter and not reject us straight away. We can just get into talks again later, but that's kind of annoying. Let's see if we can do a little bit better for Fellaini. And I think we can pick him up for under his release clause. Yeah, he had 17k, so how is he gonna like decline a 20k offer? For like a similar club? I don't know. Doesn't make sense. All right, we'll take 3.85. It's under what he is for his release clause, so that's not the worst thing. Hopefully, contract talks get a little bit better this time. I guess worst thing we could do is reload the save, but I don't think any clubs are necessarily going to go in for Vertonghen. I might have to eat my words if one does go in and then we don't can't get into talks, but all right. What are we saying for the squad? Realistically, I think he's going to be more of a rotational player than anything. And he wants important. That's all right. As long as it's not crucial, we're good. We'll do another 2-year deal here. See, and then Fellaini only wants 16.5 plus like a couple of bonuses. Just doesn't make sense, man. That's our first signing complete. You'll love to see it. Fellaini can go straight on the bench for... Who do we take out? I guess Van den Kibus going out of the team for now. Fellaini in. Man, that 34 pace. Let's see if we can give him a good squad number. I don't know what he's currently on. The number 16 isn't bad. Let's see. Fellaini was the number 27, number 31 for Manchester United. We got some options here. Currently number 25 at Shandong. He's number 25 at Everton. I think that's probably his favorite number. So we'll give him that. No long return to Ajax after his loan ended. Because we're in the second season of the save, so. Use Google Translate for the pronunciation. We might have to. We might have to. Yo, Januzaj wouldn't be bad either. But I just don't know if we need another winger in this team right now. I really would like to feature our homegrown talent a little bit more this season. But he's got his contract expiring in 12 months, man. If Dennis ever takes over the starting striker role, I think that would open things up. Then we could just have all the target man strikers or target man players on the bench. Like, that's what we could do. Move Dennis to striker, sign Januzaj. Bastos goes and replaces one of these other guys. But let's complete the Vertonghen transfer first and see where we're at. And see if there's any players that we can also let leave. Realistically, we can let one of these goalkeepers go. 2 left backs, plenty of center backs in the team. 2 right backs. So I'm going to go to this tab. It's a bit easier to sort out like who your younger players are and who should be going out on loan. Honestly, I think Baji might feature a little bit for us. 6'4", which is nice. Openda is a beast. Let's see. Yeah, the 95 acceleration looks good. Ball control also at 75. I think he'd probably be best for us as a winger. Finishing's only at 71. He's got the finesse shot trait, so as like a left winger, cutting in on his right foot could be good. But yeah, we'll just we'll loan list a couple of players and get into some of these training drills. So we're about 45 minutes into the stream, so I'd like to feature a little bit of gameplay here. Why is that, Robbie? Is that a retired number for Club Brugge, or are those numbers just off limits in the Pro League? Most Brazilian players are left-footed. Changed my mind. Alexander Pato? Think he's right-footed? Let's see, 23 and 12. We'll see if any players have that squad number. I don't think I've assigned anyone that yet. Maybe our homegrown talents are on it. So 12 looks good. And 23 is also not taken, so we're okay there. I'll try to keep it that way. Let me make a little note for myself. Cool. I didn't realize we had a player named Mitrovic. Not Alexander Mitrovic, it's Matej Mitrovic from Croatia. An offer from Celta Vigo, 2.9 mil. It's above his release market value. Do we have enough center back squad depth? That's the question, though. I mean, right now he's our backup. Don't really like his stats all that much. 49 pace isn't great. I'd rather this guy be our backup and we bring in Vertonghen. But we don't have a lot of center backs in this team, so I probably want to keep him just in case injuries happen. And also an offer for Openda. We were just talking about him. I think we probably let him stay. I'd like to test out some of our players in game before we make any decisions regarding the transfers. Speaking of transfers, let's see if we can get into talks again with Vertonghen. Still no. Fortunately, though, no other clubs are sending in offers to Benfica, so we're okay there. Yeah, Hannes, the streams do stay on YouTube. I actually just updated the stream playlist on my channel page, so most of the streams that we've had the last couple of weeks should be up to date. But yeah, if you just head over to my channel page, there is a live stream playlist. Or Spanish, I tend to stay at each team for a season and try to achieve as much as possible. You could definitely set challenges like make sure you win at least one trophy with each club. Maybe that's something I'll do moving forward, but just to keep the streams entertaining and stuff, I tend to switch teams every season. But yeah, if I was doing like a personal journeyman that wasn't on YouTube, I would probably stay until you win a trophy. Still can't go in for Vertonghen yet. Yeah, Roykov, I think we're actually following each other on Twitter. Definitely on Instagram. But yeah, FIFA Career Mode Tips definitely comes out with some good challenges and overall content. Usually very quick to give updates on FIFA news, which is always good to see. All right, surely by now we can go in for an offer for Vertonghen. Thank you. I think we had like 10.5 mil accepted last time with Sporting. We'll offer 10 again. And they say 12.5. I think we're going to have to end up paying more this time, but not the worst thing. All right, 11 mil this time. I think that's 1 million more than we had. So now we need to get into talks. If we delegate this might be a tip, actually. If we delegate this to our system manager, they say start the contract talks at 28 to 44.5. So maybe we start at 25 this time or just go straight to 28. I've actually never thought of doing that before, but I think that genuinely could be a strategy. Two-year deal. We'll disregard the release clause. He wants 15.4 mil. I feel like we got to deny that. That's not that much more than his market value. If he goes up in ratings at all, let's deny that. So, I honestly feel like we should just set this to 30. Surely at 30, he's not going to just walk out of the door this time. Last time we offered 20, it didn't work out. What do you guys think? Should we go even higher than 30? But I'm hoping that we can at least get into talks with 30 mil. Or 30,000. $35 says Stubble. $30 is good. I really hope so, man. I really hope so. I think we just send it with 30. Okay. So 30 was the magic number. Hey, we got an American in Global Transfer Network. Charlie Kelman. I'm going to scout him out. Maybe for the future of this save. We can also check free agents. I hadn't thought about doing that yet, but there should be some good free agents available. Players whose contract have expired, or maybe even regens. Now let's see what we can do about the kit number for Vertonghen. He is on the number 4 right now. I feel like that might even be what we stay at. He's typically the number 5, which is taken. He did wear the number 4 at Ajax though. So let's just keep him at that. Are we going to play some games? Let's take a look at the calendar, actually. Yeah, we've got a fixture in a week and a half, so... a good one to start off as well, against Royal Antwerp, I believe. I think that's a pretty good opening transfer window. Maybe save some funds for January. And we should be good. Now let's make sure we can have squad sharpness up as much as possible. Players like Vertonghen need to be included. And I haven't been paying attention to Ritz either, so... yeah, let's check free agents too after this training's done. Sweet. Hey, Rick coming in with the 229 super chat. Loan to buy Dylan Wrench. Devin Wrench. I knew it started with the D. Showing great potential. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll finish up the scouting on him. 18 days remaining. So we will have the scouting report by the time the end of the month comes up, and even before the end of the transfer window, so that's good news. You've already got a fixture for Europe. Okay, that might be Champions League qualifier, actually. Interesting. So championship qualifying round against Fenerbahce. You've also got Sporting there. Imagine if we match up against Sporting in Champions League. That would be a great storyline for the career mode. Anyways, let's take a look at the free agents. We'll do like, I don't know. I want to say like 16 to 23 and then just search by position, but there might be even some veteran players. So we'll kind of look for whatever positions we need. Obviously, like strikers are always exciting, so we'll start with that in the free agents tab and just scroll through to see if we have any players in the green. If there are any names that stand out to you guys, like Benikafobe. I think he actually featured in my Wolves career mode in FIFA 18. I'll scout him out. This guy could be good. Amin Adli, left-footed option. But yeah, if any names stand out, just let me know. I always tend to miss a player or two because I scroll through pretty quickly. But then again, I'm not really keen on signing any 30-year-olds unless they're amazing. I got Charlie Austin here. But honestly, a lot of like game-generated players already. Yo, Christian Benteke, 71 rate. Belgian as well. If we didn't already have Bastos, I would consider signing Christian Benteke. I didn't realize he was 71 rated though. Like, he still features every now and then for Palace, doesn't he? Let me take a look real quick. I swear I just saw like a Twitter post with Christian Benteke. Hey, he's over at Crystal Palace still. Dang. Balogun is a high potential striker. Yeah, exactly. He scored the winner yesterday. That's what I mean. That's probably what I saw. This dude, Fallerine Balogun. Take a look over on FIFA. Yeah, he's actually pretty decent. 82 potential isn't bad by any means. The question is though, like, are we going to be able to see him at that peak potential? Realistically, he's going to probably be like upper 60s for his rating. I'll scout him out, but I think he might get picked up by another team. It's always something you need to weigh, like, good player, but we're only going to be here for so long at Club Brugge. I might sign Benteke, honestly. And just go for corner kicks in this career mode. All right, so these are some decent players coming through, honestly. A lot of green stats for Fabro. Yeah, Fabio, the streams are still uploaded on YouTube. If you go to my channel page, there's a live stream playlist that you can still watch back. What are you guys saying about Christian Benteke? Do you think we should make him as a signing? 71 overall? I think he could still feature on the bench. Like, he's a better overall than Baji. Maybe we send him out on loan because he's 19 years old. Kind of similar players, honestly. 6'4", so target men. The thing is, though, we have so many strikers in this team. Maybe we dead plan one of them over to a winger. Both of them have good pace and dribbling. Passing's a bit low for Okereke, though. Yeah, that's a tough call. It's just the fact that he's Belgian as well. Like, I don't know. I obviously love the storylines in career mode. So the thought of like bringing Benteke on as a late substitute and him getting the winner. He's got a real face in game. Wages won't be bad. Let's sign him up. What do we have to lose? He only wants a sporadic squad role as well. This is season 2 of the save. First season that we're with Club Brugge, Mikmosh. With the Journeyman Career Mode, we started with Tigres and Liga MX. Spent half a season there, won a trophy with them, and then last season from January up till the summer, we were with Sporting in Ligue NOS. So started season 2, third team that we're managing here. And 16K for the wages, not bad, not bad. Sweet. Now let's sort out the squad number as well. We did just sign Benteke as a free agent. Yep. So Baji's going to go out on loan. And this guy actually gets a boost to his rating when he goes out wide. I think we depth play and change him to a winger. I think that's the move, guys. Now, who did I take out of the team? Dennis also goes up as a winger too. So it looks like Openda is going to switch to a A left winger, letting him cut in on his preferred right foot. Has that finesse shot trait as well. So yeah, I think that's going to work out really well. Let's see. In terms of like his passing stuff, it's really just the long passing, crossing, and curve that needs to go up. Interesting that he has the finesse shot trait when his curve is so low. But yeah, we'll switch him up to be a left winger here. Definitely quick enough to do so. Well, I appreciate all the support in the stream, guys. I haven't actually looked at like viewers and likes so far, but over 120 likes. If you guys want to help out the stream and recommend it to new people, leave a like on the video. Always helps out a ton. So it's good to see that we've got a plan in action. Let's update Benteke's squad number. Maybe give him the same number he had at Palace. I think it would actually be interesting to take a look at Benteke's career, because he featured for Liverpool for a bit, didn't he? Like, I'm trying to think through like all the teams he's played for. I think Aston Villa, Liverpool, Crystal Palace are the ones that come to mind. I probably remember him most for his time at Aston Villa, but he used to play for Henk. Actually, a couple of teams in the Pro League. He played for Standard Liège, Henk, as well as a team. I don't even know how to say that. Kortrijk, maybe, Mechelen. Yeah, so honestly, it's super realistic for him to return to the Pro League with another new team here. But anyways, he's on the number 16 right now. He was number 20 for Crystal Palace, as well as the number 17. Both of those numbers are taken. He wore the number 9 for Liverpool. Dennis is on that. Maybe the number 20, that's already taken. 25 is taken. 14 is taken. Well, we can update Ramirez, right? That's our homegrown talent. So out of all the squad numbers, the only one that's available is the number 14. Because 20's taken, number 9's taken, maybe 23. We could give him the number 23, which he's worn for Belgium as well. So I'll leave it up to you guys, number 14 or number 23 for Benteke. 23 is off limits, so it's gonna be the number 14. And then we can update Ramirez to the number 11. All right. Already a lot of signings so far with Club Brugge, man. Chung is also back from his loan, I'm guessing. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and scout out players like Tahi Chong and Noah Long. Maybe sign them in January. As well as some other players that have been recommended throughout the stream, like Devin Wrench. I didn't realize he has a 5-star weak foot. Honestly, I might dev play and change him if I ever sign this guy. Maybe to be a center midfielder. That 5-star weak foot's just so useful. Let's see what we have to do here. I'm just trying to think out like which players to include on the trainings, because the one with 2 players gives the best boost. And I don't think Bastos and Mancia need it. Yeah, we've got Nainggolan still in our transfer shortlist. We might sign him if we've got the extra funds, but I think it's looking like that'll probably round things out for the signings in the summer. I do want to leave some transfers for January as well. I need to take a look at backup wingers, Lassi Lapalainen or Robert Taylor, both from my country of Finland. Yeah, I mean, have any Finnish players played for Club Brugge in the past? I'm definitely open to making more signings, but I think as far as funds go, we've only got 2 mil left, so that's probably going to be it for the summer, unless we let some players go. With that said, we are getting some transfer offers for players like Belanta from Arsenal. So you know they have got the funds, right? The board thinks we can get up to 13 mil. If we can get up to 13 mil, I almost feel like we make that move. He's not in our starting 11. And he's kind of a rotational center defensive mid. Do we have any other center defensive mids? Not really. Well, we got one. And I'm sure Fellaini could play at CDM as well. I think if we get the upper end of his valuation, man, we make a move there. Let's get into talks. Let's amuse ourselves and see what Mikel Arteta is willing to offer. 13 mil is the fee. I wouldn't be willing to take much less than that. Let's see. 9.1 plus a sell-on clause. No, I'm not really down for that. I'll say 12. 12 is like the lowest I'll go. Yeah, just not worth it, guys. I'm happy with the players that we brought in so far, so we may as well try them out, and if they work well in game, then we'll keep them. Otherwise, we can always transfer list them later. But we're almost to this first game, guys. We just need to make sure we actually do the training stuff to begin the career mode with, because sharpness starts so low. And then we can recap some signings as well, in case you're just tuning into the stream. We've been pretty busy in this summer transfer window. I think we've got a pretty well-rounded Club Brugge squad. Rich is fantastic in game. What's his position? Seen Rico Henry mentioned a lot, but yeah, let me get through these training drills, and then we can add some more players before the first match of the season. Okay, yeah, this is Ritz. I'm guessing this is the starting center defensive mid for us. Hey, look pretty good. Also, that center attacking mid we have, Van Aken with the 5-star weak foot. I'm excited to try him out. Samuel, I actually play GeoGuessr. I've been thinking about doing a GeoGuessr stream eventually here on YouTube. Maybe if we do like a variety stream on the weekend or something, we can do that. I'm not necessarily like great at GeoGuessr, but I feel like I've got some knowledge just from playing career mode. I've been watching GeoWizard. I think that's his channel name. Okay, so I think most of our teams in good sharpness, at least more than 75, which is kind of the mid threshold I'm looking for. As we get into our first match of the season against Antwerp, two teams that are honestly challenging for the title. I think it should be a good one. Any score predictions in the chat? Also, get your blue and black emotes ready. The blue circle and the black circle. The club colors. As far as captaincy goes, Simon Mignolet as club captain. Okay, let's see. Does he have any traits? Leadership trait, team player trait. Yeah, let's give it to him. Let's give him the captaincy for this match. Everyone in the team is pretty much ready. Maybe put Vertonghen on some free kicks. What are you guys saying? I mean, with that said, Vanaken has some good stats. 77 curve, 75 free kick accuracy, good shot power, good finishing. But Vertonghen has the power free kick. I think we keep it on Vanaken, and if the opportunity comes up, we'll give Vertonghen a chance. Probably going to take both corners for us as he is a 5-star weak foot. Maybe we want to switch it up so right corner would be given to a right-footed player, left-footed player on the left corners. And as far as instructions go, I haven't changed any of this. Bastos is the target man, no surprise there. Free roam on Dennis. I almost feel like getting behind would help out for these wingers. But we'll try out these tactics. I think they seem pretty standard. I do want to put Sweeper Keeper on Mignolet if he doesn't already have it, though. All right, Sweeper Keeper comes for crosses. Looks good. Nice. Hopefully you guys got your score predictions in. I'm seeing a lot of winning predictions for us. A lot of 2-1s, 2-0s. So we'll try to get some goals here. But I'm excited. First match of the season. First time testing out some of these players. At the Waldstadion. One of my favorite generic stadiums in FIFA 21. We're definitely going to play the ball out wide. I mean, this is a super compact formation we're playing against in the 3-5-1-1. So they're going to really try to keep things central. Well, let's get into the match. I'm hyped. Oh, we got to update the suit. I always forget to do this when we join a new team. We got to give him a nice navy suit for Club Brugge. Yo, Vertonghen. You'll love to see that, man. But he's just something different when you sign players with the real face in game. Just adds a lot to the career mode. It's unfortunate with Diaz, and he still has the red card. Apparently, for any new homegrown talents, that's fixed. But because he's been in the game for a bit, we're using an older squad file. I don't think we can actually do that. But a little bit of link-up play there between Mancia and Diaz, our two Mexican players playing alongside each other. You can spot out Bastos from a mile away with that bald spot in his head. So that's kind of good. That's our indicator. Some good play though from Antwerp. Yeah, we've lately been using the harder slider settings in game, and it's been pretty fun to play against. This might be a through ball chance. It's Mancia. Can he open up the scoring? The finishing a little bit suspect. Maybe should have crossed that one into to Bastos. But a good block from the Antwerp player. We'll try a corner tactic. I think we're going to score a lot of corner goals with us this season. Here's Dennis. Dost, if he's onside, this could be a goal. That is indeed a goal. Just timing his run to perfection. Low-key, I kind of want to update his... Oh, my favorite celebration. Low-key, I kind of want to update his hairstyle, but it just looks so bad from far away. Like, close in, it doesn't look too bad. But when we're trying to send it across, it just, like from this sort of angle. I have been trying that out, Roykov, switching to the receiver. Can I do a Premier League career mode? Probably not anytime soon. I think I would do a career mode in Italy as well as France before I do a Premier League save. I'll probably do another one before FIFA 21 is done if we're talking about like an actual YouTube video series. But of course, we'll do a Premier League team for the Journeyman as well eventually. I probably should have just gone solo there with Dos, but it's okay. Diaz to the rescue. Hey, there's that 5-star weak foot coming in. Still pretty early days on the prediction, guys. I mean, 1-0, 30 minutes in. Whether that match is going to stay 1-0, I don't know. I think with the way things have gone so far, we'll probably end up scoring some more goals. Because Bastos is just making great run after great run. You just got to find him on the pass. And going 90 minutes with without conceding goal is also not an easy task on these slider settings. Hanging on to those clean sheets. If Jan Vertonghen keeps on making those sort of blocks, maybe we can do it. Let's just clear this one away. Antwerp, we're picking up the pressure, though. I respect it. Here's Mancia again, man. I'm telling you, like, low-key, I kind of prefer Mancia in-game to our homegrown talent. Just 1 minute of added extra time. Just needs to work on his passing a little bit. That should be halftime, honestly, ref. I don't want to see a 90th minute equalizer. Or a 45th minute equalizer. Good save for Mignolet. You'll love to see it. Declan Rice, potato salad, and beans. Beautiful. That's almost Oh, rice, potato salad, and beans. They're all foods. That's great. I didn't even I didn't even understand that for a second with Declan Rice. But yeah, that's a starter course right there. What happened to the Sporting save? Well, we ended our season there. Unfortunately, we didn't end up winning any trophies. We get to the final of the Domestic Cup, finished second in the league, and I think we made it to like maybe the quarterfinals of Europa League, and I just didn't have the luck, unfortunately. I do feel like we need to make some changes here and start featuring players like Fellaini and Benteke. We'll wait till like the 60th minute to give these guys a go. But imagine a combo of Bastos, Christian Benteke, and Marwan Fellaini all inside the box on a set piece. It's a goal waiting to happen. How's that a foul? Now Vertonghen already winning some pretty big headers. And here is Mancia. Think he's still got potential to be special. This is an injury, though. Not for one of our players. Don't typically get that animation much. Okay. I don't exactly know where the injury was. Yeah, Jack, I have a couple of sliders enabled. Turning up the shot error, the pass error, and a little bit of the CPU run frequency, making counterattacking a little bit more difficult. I think that's the main problem with the AI in FIFA 21 is counterattacking is just too easy if you play on default settings. Especially if you take the lead and go up a goal or two. Even with the sliders I've got enabled, it's still kind of easy. Like right here, I can just pick out our right winger. Got a pacey player there. Try to send it across to the Dos, but still might have a chance here. Diaz. The player does indeed have a red card in his hand. I'm looking forward to never having that problem again once we start up a new save file. I'm surprised it's taken as long as it has, and the fact it wasn't mentioned in the patch notes. I don't know what's going on there, but we'll make some substitutions next time ball goes out of play. I think Diaz might go solo here. It's Diaz de Mancia. Again, the finishing piece, man. Maybe should have just gone with the finesse shot. I mean, on the ball, he's spectacular. I'll take a look at his stats after this game. If I had to guess, it's like I would say dribbling is his best stat department. Keeper's out of play. If we won that from the header, I would have gone like first time. The keeper is well out of his box. I'm just going to kick this one out, make some substitutions. Actually, the counterattack's kind of on. There you go, Mancia. Wasn't the cleanest finish, but good positioning to separate from the defender. And that's one of our Youth Academy signings. To get our second goal of the match. The 2-0 prediction is on for a lot of you guys. I'll try to keep that going. Maybe get a third goal. But Dennis did all the work. Getting to the byline. Top net finish there from Mancia. And let's see. Fellaini on for sure. I think for Vanaken. Now, what do you guys say? Should we bring on Benteke for Dost? Or should we stick him out wide and just go target man the entire way? I think the best option is go for Dost, and then Diaz can come out. Openda, I think we're trained to be a left winger. So give him some minutes there. Now let's do that. Some big time substitutions coming through. I mean, you can just spot Fellaini from a mile away. It's great. Getting on the ball right away with this 30 pace. Like, from a dribbling perspective, he's not that bad. We might be able to get a goal here. Over the top through ball. Can we get there with Mancia? To Fellaini. I want to get Fellaini his goal, man. Just to see that beautiful celebration. Look at that tackle. Let's go. That's an overlapping run chance for you, Fellaini. That's all right. No third goal. I think I got a lot of your predictions through. Well, let's take a look. How many people guessed 2-0? Let's see. Saigan got the correct prediction with a 2-0 guess. Zetha guessed 2-0. Anyone else? Alvaro with the 2-0 prediction. So yeah, 3 of you got it right. Not bad for a day's work. Yeah, 30 pace on Fellaini is something else, but he's gonna get some goals for us this year. Get your blue circles and black circles in the chat. But a pretty routine win. Hopefully we get a little bit more of a challenge in the Pro League, but we certainly will in Champions League. Just a matter of getting through to the next stages of that competition. Speaking of which, I think we probably sim the next 2 Pro League matches, and we'll close out the stream with the match against Fenerbahce. Maybe simulate a little bit longer in this transfer window. I appreciate that, Weston. Glad to see you're on board. And yeah, we should be going live with some more streams here in the next few weeks. Trying to get to a point where we're streaming most weekdays. And I think I'd also like to get back to some of the whole city career mode and the Barcelona save. But yeah, right now I'm just enjoying the Journeyman stuff. As Openda does go up in his rating to a 75. Love to see that. Anything we can do for dev plans? That's the question. Showing great potential. Didn't realize that, but that's nice. He's got high attacking work rates, so we can do the wide winger to improve crossing and curve. That's pretty good. It's kind of our only option if we want to keep work rates and skill moves the same, as well as the weak foot. So we'll do that. Get a boost to his crossing as well as the sprint speed and attacking positioning. And then we can always go back to balance later on. Predictions for UCL. I don't even know who's playing UCL tonight. We'll see. Champions League. We have fixtures. Atletico Madrid, Chelsea going on basically right now. Earlier in the stream, I was saying that I thought Chelsea would get the win. That's a tough one though, because both teams are in really good form. That's a good matchup. Lazio versus Bayern. Hopefully Bayern see their way through that. And then Real Madrid, Atalanta tomorrow, as well as Mönchengladbach, Man City. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, we got Rick with the 229. Who's gonna go through? Ajax or Lille? I believe that's 1-1 on aggregate. I'm gonna say Ajax. Advance 4-3 on aggregate. That's my prediction. So I think it's going to be a high scoring next fixture. 3-2 in the next one. Juve or Porto? I don't know how that first one actually ended. I think it might be level on aggregate. Porto won 2-1. Okay, that's a big goal from Chiesa to score to get one back. I think that's tough. Only one away goal for them. I'm gonna guess 1-0. And they'll advance on away goals. They as in Juventus. So yeah, I'll say 4-3 Ajax advance over Lille, and I'll say 2-2 Juventus advancing over Porto. It's 2-1 Ajax now? Is it? How did it end 2-1? What did I miss? Dusan Tadic and Brian Broby with goals. Oh, that's right. Okay, well, I still say Ajax will advance. I'll keep the same aggregate score. So, yeah. I'll say the next match ends probably 2-2. It's at Amsterdam as well. I think they've got a pretty good chance, man. The fact that they picked up 2 away goals and they're traveling home to Amsterdam for the next one. That's pretty big. Let's see. We've got the Sky report on Devin Wrench. 71 overall. As well as Charlie Kellman. 65 overall. Interesting. Yeah, apparently I saw a chat comment saying he was legend for Docs in his career mode. Pretty interesting. Let's see. Rick's saying I should bring in Wrench at the right back position. Let's see if we even need another right back. Obviously, like, I'm pretty happy with Mata. He's done a decent job so far. And our backup right back is Van der Bremt, who's also quite young. I'll tell you what, Rick, if we still have the funds left over in January, then it's something I'll consider. I would guess that Wrench probably has a higher potential than Van der Bremt. It all depends, like, how much squad and fixture congestion we're going to have. That's what it kind of depends on. But anyways, we'll get into this match against Beerschot. Awesome name, by the way. And lately I've been finding Quicksim. That's been pretty good. You get to select the team sheet, which is nice. At least for the Valencia save. It's I think that might be why we've been in slightly better form for the simulations. Usually I do calendar sims if I'm not playing matches, but we'll probably lose this because I'm talking about it. We win 3-0. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you have the better team on paper, I feel like with Quicksim, you actually do win matches. Yeah, I'll look up that goal, Robbie. This isn't a bad offer from Burnley, but I think as a squad rotational striker, Okereke can stay on the bench. We don't really need the funds yet. Beerschot is how you pronounce it? Okay. And we're going to take this loan deal from Buenos Aires so Baji can grow a little bit in his overall this season. Definitely not going to reject that. There's no way Ajax is going to take that player from us, as good as he is. No, decent that offer was. So we'll do an interactive match sim for the first one against Fenerbahce, just so you guys can see this match through. And then we'll play the second leg. A tough opponent. And it's interesting because this is a team that we've been wanting to move to for a while. The fact that we match up against them in the Champions League qualifying round. I'm guessing that whatever teams don't advance from this still qualify for Europa League. I would hope so. Otherwise, that seems like a little sus. Chelsea starting off strong. Yeah, that's what I mean. This is just some water, Francie. Yeah, just water in a Starbucks cup. Signing Origi. We're pretty good at strikers right now with Bastos and Dennis. But we have been signing a lot of Belgians. It's always a Belgian, as Spencer Owen would say. Some good ones brought in already, like Christian Benteke. Also, what's going on with Ozil's squad number? Number 67? Is he actually like that number for Fenerbahce IRL? Isn't his brand like kind of around the number 10, right? But anyways, a pretty uneventful first half, 0-0. We'll get into the second half. Fitness isn't really an issue for us yet. We'll make some substitutions around the 60th, 70th minute. A bit tired. I guess you could say that. Like, I feel like I slept pretty well. Honestly, I'm more hungry than anything else. So definitely going to have some lunch after the stream today. I do tend to yawn when I'm hungry, so. Interesting. I didn't know that, Alvaro. Good to know. Yeah, it just seems like kind of an out of place number for a player of his profile. Yeah, Weston, this is a Journeyman Career Mode, so we'll be at Bruges for probably a season. And then depending what offers come in, we'll either make the move to a top 5 league, or ideally we'll get an offer from a team like Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, and we can cover the Turkish league before we go to a top 5 league. Let's make some changes. Big Fellaini coming on. Again with the yawn, the hunger intensifies. That should be an offside goal. Nope. Okay. We score from this one, 85th minute. Hey, we do get the goal, and it's none other than Diaz who gets subbed on right afterwards. That's a big result if we can hang on to this. No away goals as well for Fenerbahce. A 1-0 advantage. Let's keep it that way. Hey, we'll take that. That's a great result. We even get some minutes for Fellaini, Okereke, and Openda. And we got some youth scouting reports coming through from Belgium and the Netherlands. Can we get some quality players? I think it's a 4-star, 5-star scout for Belgium. And already we've got a 94 potential player come through. 2 of them. Luca Vermeulen Not Vermeulen. Vermeulen. 1.2 mil for his valuation. Could be a striker or a winger. Probably a left winger. So, a pretty solid scouting report from Belgium. Can we get another good one here from the Netherlands? I mean, the value's not there, but the potential is, so we'll keep him. Not quite as good, but I'll take 3 quality Youth Academy players in our selection here. And 61 overall for 2 of these guys now. Santos on that poacher dev plan has gone up in his rating. We'll see what we can do about Vermeulen. He's a winger. Just needs to work on his passing, dribbling, really. This would be great for his shooting, but I think probably the wide playmaker one would be best. Let's get that passing up, then later on we can work on the dribbling with wide winger. Goalkeeper from Russia. Honestly, those are probably the only players we'd keep. Like 51 overall just isn't going to cut it for an 18-year-old. We'll keep him for now. I mean, not even. 67 to 87 for his overall isn't great. So these are the 2 that we promoted, and both of them at a 44 and a 47. Just is not good enough. But anyways. We'll do another quick sim here. And this one ends 2-2. Okay, not exactly the start I was looking forward to the season, but that's fine. Couple of days rest before our Champions League fixture. I'm actually going to update our training to just do rest so we can get the most amount of stamina and fitness going into the match. I don't know, Lammy. I kind of have been just streaming whatever series I'm enjoying at the moment. Lately, it's been the Journeyman save. Let's update that manager's suit as well. I think it's got to be the royal blue suit. Either blue or royal. Probably royal blue. Yeah, no surprise with a goal from Lewandowski. Get the suit now. I don't think we'll bust out the orange suit for today's stream. Couple of stamina issues for our fullbacks, but I don't think it's anything that we'll have to be too concerned about. We've got a number of subs on the bench. Let's take a look at this Fenerbahce team, though. Luis Gustavo, Ozan Tufan in the middle, Ozil pulling the strings from the center attacking mid position. They have signed Patson Daka, though, and Erkin at left mid. It's a good team. Definitely not an easy fixture for Champions League, but I think we can get the job done. Also, the fact that we've got a bit of an advantage from the simulator result. Let's get into this one. Yeah, they do have Patson Daka from Salzburg. Pretty big signing. But there you can see, Dennis, 3 goals from the last 3 games. Did I sign Benteke, or was he already there when we joined? We signed him as a free agent, actually. Kind of a surprise to see him available as a free agent, but doesn't have the best rating these days. So I thought he'd be a good pickup. But feel free to leave your score predictions in the chat. Get your blue circles and your black circles ready for this one. And hopefully a clean sheet from Mignolet is coming up. Good start here from Ritz, applying a lot of pressure on the Fenerbahce team. Is this a recording? It's a live stream. You can still watch these back, but I don't edit them down for YouTube. Just don't have enough time to do that, unfortunately. promising start here as we have Diaz out wide. Anyone available in the middle? Not really. I'm not a big fan of these kits though. I think it's a little bit too light from Fenerbahce. Maybe should have gone with our second kit. It's okay. Again, it's Mancia, man. He is he's doing some work right now. Just waiting for this run. We'll play it out wide. Dennis. I mean, he tucks it away, but it's offside. It's not going to be by much. This is going to be a close call. I mean, half a step. That would have been a great start. Essentially, that would have ended things. If we just get one away goal, we can lose this one by 2 and still advance. Mancias was a youth academy player that we found in our first team at Tigres. And we brought him with us the last couple of times. Pretty much spent the entire season on loan while we were at Sporting, but now he's found himself into our starting 11 now that he's gone up in a bit in his overall. So pretty excited in. Like, I don't usually pause in the middle of the game, but I really want to take a look at his stats, and you can see the 83 dribbling's big. Needs to work on his shooting, obviously. I'm going to revisit the depth plans after this match, I think. Get him a little bit more well-rounded. But on the ball, he's super agile, which is one of my top categories that I look for in a player this year. This will probably be the last game I play in-game, as none other than Ozil gets the equalizer on aggregate. Again, not a big cause for concern if we can just get one goal. Make our job a lot easier. Angerworld, we're about an hour and 50 minutes into the stream. You're good, man. Definitely don't expect you guys to tune into every stream, but it is always appreciated. Let's focus up, though. I'm not going to have an offside call be the end of me like it was at Sporting. You guys will remember when we played. Who was the team we played? I think it was Roma. Yeah, we had a BS penalty kick call that essentially knocked us out of that competition. We score that penalty kick early on, we win that game, in my opinion. Diaz, you got to play a better pass than that, man. I'm pretty happy that they just keep on sending in cross because Mignolet is going to collect that every single time. This is a good through ball chance. I just can't get the pass off in time, though. I mean, Fenerbahce are playing well. I'll give some credit. Especially if they get this goal. Good save from Mignolet. Nice job. These kids are kind of throwing me off, guys. Not going to lie. They're just hanging on to so much possession. That's what I'm concerned about. It is indeed Pog. But yeah. In the games, I feel like most people tend to watch the gameplay. Chat tends to spike up once there's a goal in like a key event, but yeah, chat tends to be a little bit more quiet during the games, as do I, just trying to get these results. should do a Q&A. What questions do you guys have? I feel like I've answered most things on stream already. But maybe a Q&A video in the future, yeah. I would like to go to Fenerbahce. I honestly want to extend my stay outside of the top 5 leagues as long as possible. So once we make the move, that's pretty much game over. That's the only kind of teams we can go to. You can't really go back, but you can always move forward. It's Muncie again, man. I'm gonna try my best to win. You know, we'll see how things go over the next few minutes, but as long as we don't lose this one 2-0, we'll be okay. If Fenerbahce get another goal, that would be kind of an embarrassing way to go out. How does our defender fall over there? Thank you for getting that one cleared. My goodness. We're just not playing that well this game. A pretty sharp contrast to how we played against Antwerp. I just think a second goal is coming here for Fenerbahce, so it's important for us to get our own goal, and then we'll be fine. You know, we can lose by a couple, and we'll still be good. Probably should start thinking about substitutions as well. The passing play in the midfield has been pretty nice, though. We've got some good triangles with this formation. Thank you, Mignolet. Friggin' Mignolet to the rescue, dude. You can always trust him. I thought we were going to get a sus keeper moment, but this is what we need. Dennis threw on goal. Bastos isn't going to be there as the target man. Or is he? Or is he? Bicycle kick. Friggin' Bastos bicycle kick. Nearly coming in. Let's win this back. Make some changes. And just see the rest of this match out. What's going on, Slap? Who's going to join in Among Us? Not I. At least not today. It's a Christian Benteke goal. That's going to be the difference maker. From a corner kick, no less. I feel it. Thank you, Fellaini, for locking on there, man. I was trying to lock onto Fellaini for the longest time. Like, on corner kicks, you just got to do it. You don't lose a header with Fellaini. That could be a goal. Oh my gosh, I thought that went in for a second. If they score, they advance. I thought Erkin was going to do it. Genuinely. But Mignolet has been anything but sus. He's been pretty solid and consistent. Like, that for me is like one of the best attributes for a goalkeeper. As long as they don't have any like stinkers where they let in a goal that they shouldn't, they're fine in my book. It's a added bonus if they can make some good saves every now and then. But if they're consistent, they're good. Fellaini, I want you to make the run. Go on, Fellaini. Have an effort. That's going to be full time, isn't it? Isn't it, ref? Thank you. We still advance, I think. Or does it go to extra time? Hold up, hold up. Does it go to extra time? It does. Okay. I didn't even realize. I forgot like the match ended 1-0 in the away fixture. Okay. So we got a lot to play for. For some reason, I had it in my brain like if we just hang on to a 1-0 result that we would just advance, but I guess that's not the worst thing. Musiala scored for Bayern. Should I know who Musiala is? Because the name doesn't ring a bell? Is he like one of their younger players? Go on, Openda. Go on, Openda. Finding Dennis on the cross. That's a beautiful goal. Talented French cam. Okay, fair enough. When did they sign him? 17 years old. Okay, okay. And look him up on FIFA. Is he even in FIFA? Is he French or English? Because on FIFA, he's apparently English. Maybe one of those players that have dual nationality. But fair enough. But yeah, I think it's that'll be a good thing. A lot of young English prospects coming through the Bundesliga. It'd be kind of good to have that rivalry between Bayern and Dortmund. Musiala versus Sancho. Okay, so he's German English. I gotcha. That might be the equalizer. Mignolet again, man. He's been so good. That might be a routine save for most keepers, but that's all I'm asking for. Cleared off the line. And we can kick that one out of play. Nice. He was in Southampton and Chelsea's youth, and he went to the Bayern under-17s. Okay, so two very good youth academies. Interesting. Can we make any more subs? I think we get one more, right? Yeah, we'll bring on a center back. I'll bring on a center back to see this one out. I think I might put Vertonghen out wide because he is left-footed. There. Looks good to me. See, this is the sort of passing play we need. Over the top through ball to Fellaini. Knock it down. That's what I need to try out some more. Just like loft the ball up to Fellaini and have it knock him down to one of our other center mids or strikers. Or just dead plan change him to a striker. Because I feel like he'd score some goals. What a block. Fellaini going box to box. 30 pace. Incredible strike. Fellaini with the run. Oh, he just needs to finish. Marwan, come on, my man. He did everything right. He used his strength to hold off the player. Just needs to tuck that far corner. Appreciate that, David. Oh, Fenerbahce, they just have not had a good second half. Like, they started off this game so strong. We've only had a couple of good moments, but I mean, at worst, we go to penalty kicks. We really just need to see out one more attack. Keeper, thank you very much. That should be full time. Nice. So we do advance 1-1 on the day, 2-1 on aggregate. A good result for us. That should put us through to the Champions League group stage. Good stuff. Again, with these spooky sounds. Anyone guessed that one correctly? The big question is, did you guys leave aggregate score lines or 2-1 score lines? Let's see. I did guess 2-1. I'll give it to you there. A 2-1 win from Alvaro. I'm gonna, everyone that said 2-1, I'll let that one go through. So Ahmed, Mike, as well as Alvaro coming through with the correct predictions. Good stuff. Well, let's see where we're at. Currently third place in the Pro League, 2 wins and a draw. And still a couple of weeks to go before the end of the... Wait, do we have more qualifying to do? Really? We have Lille in Champions League as well. Let's see. I thought for sure we'd advanced after that. But we've got playoff round again. That's kind of disappointing, man. Lille are not an easy opponent either. Tough one to match up against in career mode, especially when we are in season 2. So I guess we'll save that for the next stream. Still a couple of weeks to go, but I'm going to call it there, guys. Have some lunch because I'm getting hungry. I appreciate you guys tuning in for this first stream of the week on a Tuesday. And yeah, we should be live again tomorrow. I'll keep you guys updated over on Discord. Shouting out some of you guys in the chat. We got Viltar, we got Jor, Thomas, Gazelle, Ahmet, as well as David in the chat, as well as coverage. But yeah, I'm going to call it there, guys. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Enjoy the Champions League. And I'll catch you for another stream tomorrow. Lunch for me. Yeah, that's right, Viltar. It's about noon. Time zones in that. But yeah, we'll call it there, guys. Talk to you later.